Leunado. I'm the man in Sally. First of all, before we start, I want to give a shout out to the 𝐿𝐴 apartment for giving us this lovely place to shoot today's episode. Today we'll just be bantering around words, and I hope in the bantering we'll pick one or two things to learn. And with me, I have a special friend, an artist, a master of ceremony. He has good voice, but I'm not saying anything he has good voice to do. Like I said, it's a bantering section. I don't play dog introducing David Ofia. Ofia means bush. So, David, good day.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. When are we shooting?
Is this the time?
Yeah, like, you just expect us.
Okay, me, I should be here.
Yeah, expect us to be mature. Like,
I don't owe anybody maturity, sir.
I've here expect us to be
I don't
mature.
owe any,
Like,
I'm a child. I'm my mother's only
like, you're not
child.
my guest, like,
I'm my mother's
you're
baby.
supposed to be the serious person.
I'm my mother's baby.
You're supposed to be the mature person.
You didn't tell me I was going to be serious when I come. You'd have told me. I would have dressed serious. Well, meanwhile, my name is the Bush 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐲𝐷. That's my name. 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐲𝐷. When introducing me as an artist, I don't even know my stage.
You're not coming at it, you're not blue.
Okay, well, you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong, though.
Do you have any song?
But I will blow.
Okay.
I will blow.
You don't know how many years.
I will blow. It's a certainty.
We know that you blue.
It's a certainty. It's not I might. I will blow.
We know you blue. We are not dragging the blue to blue, but it's how you blue. That's not why you blue.
The how is not your business.
Eh?
The when is not your business either. I just need you to know that I will blow.
Those are blue before.
No problem.
And I remember that time that
Me and dollar.
Let's see. Dollar was 400 and something naira. That dollar is wow.
You said something the other time. You said
naira.
you must say anything I've done with my voice.
Yes. What have you done with your voice? What has your voice given you?
Before we start, let me ask you. Are you sure I want to go down this lane with me?
Eh?
Are you sure?
Wait, you're on my show. You want to treat him on my show?
No, it's not threat. I just want to tell you that I came with a wine bottle, empty wine bottle, and it's outside.
Yeah.
No. I just want to let you know. That's why I'm asking if you want to go down this lane.
Like I said, it's in this section.
I just want you to know.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's be serious. This moment of truth, understand? So when you are here, you understand?
Speak the truth.
You speak the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Very good.
I was looking at your profile. I discovered that you went to government secondary school in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What was one thing you did in school that nobody knew? I really know.
And you got this moment of truth.
Yes.
And you expect me to say the truth.
Yes, now. That nobody. You understand?
Oh,
This is a safe space.
It's a very safe space.
It's
The internet is a very safe space. Okay. That was on a lighter note. I went to government secondary school in Ghana. That's why I finished my secondary school. I know it's an experience. One thing I did in school, I did a lot of things. The positive side and the negative side. Of course, we're not growing up. One thing I did, I nobody knew. Okay, I did it with a friend of mine, my hostel mate. I was the house captain, actually. There's this particular section of the hostel called the control room. That's where the house captain stays and some senior students and 2 other junior students in the control room too. Take care of that. So there was this particular day visiting the once in a month. Of course, it's always on Saturday. So people's parents came visiting. We were just in school. Usually on visiting days, whenever you want to, they call it boot. You walk, you're always with a spoon in your pocket. In case anywhere you meet match, just play. So we check how far you know your route, you understand? So we were just in the hostel, senior students. And I was walking into a red house. I saw one of my hostel mates. Let's stay together. But he was a science student, I was a math student. His parents visited and brought a lot of goodies. They brought him 4 packs of juice. I was like, wow, Daniel, what's up now? After I gave your hostel captain one juice, and he looked at me. He said, my uncle gave me the juice now. I was like, how about it? Now you ask, I asked, and I beg. I said, no problem. So I just left. I had nothing in mind. But would I say, as God will have it, or as whatever we have it, because I don't want to give glory to whom the glory does not belong to. Now, I was walking past the same guy, so I don't know what he was doing. His hand was buried inside his locker, trying to, because he brought so many things, so he was trying to create space for everything to enter inside his locker. Unfortunately for him, the 4 packs of juice were lined up outside the locker, and his head was in the locker. And I looked at the juice. Maybe I looked at the juice, that's why I say, sorry for this digression. Whenever you want to do something, whether positive or negative, the universe will always drag that energy close to you. A like mind will always appear at that time or within that time frame. I just looked at the juice. Within that split second, I looked at the juice. The control room window was facing where he was standing. Then I looked. I saw my other hostel mate, Taiwo looked at me and he did like this. As if he told me something I don't understand. I just bent down, picked one of the juice and threw it to Taiwo. Taiwo caught the juice, and the way he caught the juice so skillfully, he didn't catch it with his hand. He just opened his bed, he fell inside, he closed it. I was like, wow. And then he left. So before Daniel could finish, and when he finished, and he didn't really notice that one particular juice was missing. We were just in control watching him. Then that was like, he now sent another junior student to get a big, there's one big cup having a hostel. He just said, brought the cup. He now turned all of the juice inside the cup and threw it back. Okay, juice. Then later, like 10 minutes later, Daniel realized one juice was missing. Okay, was why he brought it to me. He said, David, somebody stole my juice. He just give it now. I said, really? He said, yes. And then while he was complaining, Daniel now brought out the cup. I said, my juice be a problem. Give me cup and juice. He got a cup, Daniel turned it. He said the amount of the quantity of the juice for him. He drank. When he drank, that was sharing the juice to everybody in the room. Then he was now saying he was going to lay curse on the person that stole it. That was like, hey, come. The juice why you drink, where does it come from? All of us busted into laughter. He couldn't cry, he was just like, that's why you can carry my juice. I was like, my life is now, so you don't drink and you try to follow catch. So that was one of the things that I did on the negative side. Then on the positive side, I always wake up in the midnight to pray. And whenever I'm praying, I'm always praying for all the good students, because where our school was then, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but there's this strange negative force around that environment. So whenever I'm praying, I always pray. I'll be calling the names of the houses, house, I'll be praying for them. That was how pure my intention was. I would say God always answered prayer. Sometimes when these things start happening, those strange things happen, I just discover that it's close. So that is the truth.
Okay. There's something I've also discovered that in boarding house. Those of us that went to boarding house, we can relate to this. That when your stuff is stolen, the first person you report to is actually the person that took it.
Yes, the first two persons will tell. There's probability that between those two people, one person took it.
And they will be in charge of searching, looking for that.
Their sympathy level is so much. They will be so sympathetic. They will invest their energy into helping you search for that anything that they took.
I remember one scenario. I kept my provisions. Like, I used to keep provision for exam. I won't forget that because it touched me. Exam was starting that day, so I brought that Godimo and milk. So it's not that I was stingy. I told those guys, okay, when we go back from night break, we'll just take it and then use it and read. We came back, I opened my locker was looking at me. I was like, what's happening?
What's going on here?
Now, all these guys, everybody was just walked up. What's happening? Nobody could sleep, everybody was angry. God. And you started regretting that. Why did I never finish this thing? Now, years later, Aska came to my house. And I told me that I took it. And they were
the ones helping you.
The way they took the case on their head that day, they were like, who is this wicked person? Now all of them are angry. And it's great. Because what all of us would not take, some percent of people took it for themselves. So that day they were telling me one story that they wanted to take these guys, Evans.
Yeah.
You know this that Calabar guy. In Red House, it's in Red House too.
Is that flexi?
No, not flexi.
Okay.
He's tall. He's a red house.
Okay.
I think the Facebook name is Evans.
Okay, that is a savior.
Savior.
Person. Savior.
Yes,
Person.
savior. So, you know, we are in Yellow House.
Savior that is expected to drink Gary. This is expected to drink Gary.
We are in Yellow House. You can. So they were just monitoring Savior. Okay, Savior brought out they saw his milk, and so they were like, let's targeting the time Savior will leave. And Savior was watching the school. So immediately Savior went to that Rainbow Side house where you go and throw water. So as Anna ran, there was Gary, they already saw Gary. So they ran dipping spoon to fetch me and just be pouring inside the Gary. They ran like 5 spoons. You know, the place was dark. So they now went to one, you understand, to drink the Gary. So when they were not turning the Gary, they were seeing foam. Turning the Gary. Now, there were two tin of tin of milk. But one, the content inside one was
detergent.
Yes. So the Gary that they said.
This story you're talking about, I was in the hospital the day it happened.
Yes.
And the funniest thing was
Okay,
the funniest thing was that the same Gary they wanted to soak with that milk, they actually got it from somebody. They didn't have Gary, so they actually begged and they got the Gary. Now told wanted to steal milk. And there's this particular detergent that guy brings to school. The color is like it has this milkish color. So I was in the hostel when that thing happened. And the funny thing was that when they were turning it, they noticed the phone but they didn't pay attention. So Flexi was the first to scoop and put in his mouth. Immediately, the thing bought him. He didn't bring out his food, he left it there. He didn't want to take the punishment. As soon as he did that, Pascal followed. It was that Pascal that busted the whole thing. Because when he put his clap, and then the whole hostel busted into laughter.
I think school was fun then. I think we had our formative age during that period. I think friendship, we were innocent in everything. Everything we were not expecting anything back. And you look at today, what's happening today. You look at what teenagers, the priorities that teenagers have now, and
quite different from
what we had back then. You know, then we just wanted to either read or just go and play game. Okay, now the other day I saw on social media a boy was somewhere for secondary school. I think he was passing through a car. He now knelt down and was praying. So I was like, at this age, when I was your age, I was looking for the nearest game center to go and play game.
Play Sega.
That's my
dream. 300.
Yes.
Super Mario.
That was my dream. My dream was to get that PS4.
Or you have a friend that has a bicycle.
I'm going to ride. I'll go to river.
That was our biggest flex.
At the time, every one of us were urinating blood. I don't know like, if anybody can.
It happened to me.
It was because we were swimming.
Always splitting in the river.
Everybody was swimming.
There's this funny thing, my parents disliked me going to the river. So each time I go to the river, there are 2 ways they know I go to the river. It's either my eyes are red,
and your body might tissue,
or my body is red. So I had this lip gloss my mom used to use, then she stopped using it. She got another and now took that one. Because each time I'm going to school, if anything should happen, I don't know the way she monitors the Vaseline at home, that a baby care there. Each time I try to take it, she always notices, so I stop taking it. I now took that. Whenever I finish swimming, I'll press it and put it on, I'll pour water. Now rub it on my skin. So that will be shining. And then when I go, she still look at me and ask me in Igbo language, you went to the river. You want to say if you lie. You want to say no, you can't say yes, but you cannot even say no again. Your mouth will have you open. You're not looking at stepping back because you know what will follow you.
I know the funniest part. The next day we still go to the river because I think then we try to gain this. I'll give you 5 cups of water in the river. I'll give you this gallon of water in the river. If you cannot swim, don't even go to
don't just
go to the river. But it was fun. Now you look at those days. Now, okay, a mother made an observation. She said she prepared her eldest daughter on the date. Then the daughter went. So the boy, her son was like, mommy, before I will bring any girl to this house, it will be long. And the mother was like, what? Why do you say that? He said that all his mates, every girl now they are asking for money. That in his own age grade, that and the mother posted those concerns, and women were attacking her that the boy is this, the boy will die, the boy will grow up to, and they were ignoring the damage that the boy is, because now who is influencing those little girls?
Yeah, parents, of course.
Not even the parents, the society. Now you see, relationship has been monetized. We have come to that part where there's no genuineness. Like I said, that then we can save 50 naira to go and visit each other. I remember then to come to Dubai, I would save. Then to come to Dubai was 30 naira. From Akko to Dubai was 30 naira. Then going back 30 naira. Then I would save 100 naira. So I'll buy Coke 25 naira. I will come and see their visit. I will go to their charities. I will see how Leunado there. And maybe in a week. And not that you are expecting anything. You are just going there to just be happy.
Intention just to see your friend.
You are just happy. Then where was our fun place? Every Christmas then we just go to MP. What are we even going
just to walk around? Just to walk around.
We would save money and go to Rita Rolly and gather money to buy one fish, share plates, and come back. Nothing, just good friendship, enjoying company.
You know, talking
each other.
About this thing, yeah? Times have changed. Interest and values is changing along with them. Like rightly said, during our time, growing up, the things we place value on are quite different from what is happening now. And in a package of, education is a package of 100%. Yeah? Academic education was 80%, family based was 40%, and then the society was 20%. What is going on out there now as the younger ones are consuming? The social media, direct contact, peer group is very, very appalling. There's no genuineness to anything anymore. Like you said, relationship now is, I call it a transaction with good feeling. It's a transaction with good feeling. You give me your love, I give you my money. Or I'll give you my love, you give me your money. From the female side, I'll give you my love, you give me your money. It is purely a transaction now. I can only tell you that 95% of relationships out there, those that claim that they are in a relationship, they are just being transactional about it. If it's a lie, if anybody wants to try it out, stop giving that girl you think you're dating, stop giving her money. And then let's see what happens. And as you stop giving her money, stop asking for anything from her. Let's just be on the level of, okay, you're my friend, I'm your friend, we are dating, let's just be there for each other. Let's just talk when we want to talk, see when we can see, in an open place. Let there not be anything extra to it. Then leave you. Because you are not the kind of guy you want. They will tell you that guys want to take advantage of them, sleep with them and all of that. The guys are after their body. But you now tell them, okay, keep your body to yourself. I don't want your body. Let's just be friends. We're dating, yeah, fine. When we want to see, let's meet outside where everybody can see us. Open place, we talk, we go. We don't need to buy anything. Even if we're going to buy, it's not going to be water or just a bottle of drink.
They will brochure you.
Do you understand? Do you get where I'm going to?
Somebody said they can't go to Chicken Republic.
Do you get
Chicken Republic? Like,
do you get what I'm saying? Now you want this guy to spend his money on you. What is he getting in return?
No, they say they are the tip.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. You want this guy to spend his money on you. What is he getting in return? Your attention. Please, is your attention check? Is it a paycheck? No, let's be, it's high time we become honest with ourselves. Now, I'm not talking about the younger generation, I'm talking about us. Because, like it or not, sir, whatever we are doing now has a way of influencing those that come. You get? Directly and indirectly to influence them. Just like we were talking about a little boy lamenting about when he's going to play I said something about the parents, probably not the mother and the father. Those girls might have elder sisters, and they see what their elder sisters do. They see how they behave at home. They're sending a message, they're sending a signal, they are capturing it very, very well. They're understanding everything you're doing, so they are just interpreting and reliving what you've lived. So if I told somebody that I said, can we just do relationship in pure level, nothing intimate, and let us see who will run away first? It is always the other gender. Because I'm not trying to attack anybody, but a good percentage of them always have this one sense of entitlement, and then they just, the majority of their problem is that sense of entitlement. They feel like, okay, you have to treat me like this, you have to treat me like that. Good. It's not wrong. But how do we intend to treat this person? And then an instance one day, I say, if you bring a full bottle of water or oil and start turning it into an empty jar, the content will go from this one to this one, and at the end of the day, this one will be empty, this one will be filled. If there is no reverse of that same process, one will be empty, one will be filled. So this one will not have anything to give again.
And you now have empty people.
You have empty people. They've invested their emotions and they are drained. Some people are drained of their finances, some people are drained of their emotions. You just have time bombs. People who are waiting to exact revenge on others, bleed on people that didn't cut them.
Demons.
That's what we have out there. You have young ladies that young men have, if the young ladies have invested their time, their emotion, their love into their life, and then they wreck that lady's life, and then the lady's waiting for the next person to come. Vice versa. So it's just going in circles. So we are supposed to correct our mindset first. We are supposed to know that this thing called a relationship, in the first place, is supposed to be pure. Number one. Then number two, it's supposed to be without any ulterior motive. Just like we are giving an instance of one in school. Our friendship then was at the purest of it. You are in school, you have a friend, you don't even know if this person is going to become somebody important in the future. It's not your business. You just know that this person is your friend. Whether the person's parents are rich or not, you don't want to know.
Business.
You don't care.
We are on the same level.
You don't care.
We operate on that.
Today, you settle tomorrow. It's just
carry spoon. There is nobody in Dangara that will say they are not begging for carry.
I'm not begging for Gary.
Yes,
If you are a student in that school and you not beg for Gary, you are probably a staff. You are probably a staff. It's opposite. In short, it's impossible. You must have begged for one thing or the other. Especially Gary is the essential life of student.
Yes.
Then I remember one time my mother was suggesting that she wants to buy her bag of Gary for me to go to school. I told her, no, how do you give me a bag of Gary to carry to school? I want to open a provision shop. Do you understand? There is a lot of value.
And then the economy was good. This way was Nigeria.
How much was the model of Gary then?
Gary was like 16 naira now.
Yes, now.
16 naira.
Was close.
You know, I saw a video recently online. I think I quoted it out. I saw an argument. This argument, when we live in a relationship, when is that time that I will start begging the guy for money? When is that time that this guy will do this thing for me? Now, I don't have problem with that discussion. I was angry because that discussion was happening in a church. And I was like, how is it happening in a church? How did we get here? That is so shameful that this is being done in a church. Yes, and I came from a background where the reason why you're entering the relationship is to get married. You understand? So there's no business for you being in any relationship with a lady. You understand? Then you're not. And seriously, we need to also try and also carry that attitude, because if you are giving part of yourself to this person, emotionally you are dumping, then you now meet this other person. How many percent of you is remaining left? You understand? How many percent of you is remaining? So I was not asking around. I said, so you people don't have counselors in church? You don't have people that advise you? Because in my place, you say you want to, you go and pray. You pray, you tell them. You say this girl, they will tell you go and pray. Marriage committee will now say, okay, let them also get back to you. And then the whole church will know that, okay, these two people, they are cutting. They are going somewhere. So that if they see you with another person, I was like, where is
you are accountable.
Yes, you are accountable.
You are accountable. You can't just leave your life anymore.
And again, me, all my female friends, then I know them to the house. You understand? Because when you go to people's house and they know you don't have any reason to misbehave.
That's true.
Now, anything that makes you go and know the parents of your friend, you have respect for them. You understand? And I used to tell people that the reason why you don't want to go and know the parents of anybody of your friends because you have ulterior motive. Because when they know you, you know that you can be held accountable.
True.
You understand? And also, for us young people, we also have mentors that can talk to us. Because now we just see those things. I said, what are those things put in place in a church that youths are not being taught that relationship first has to be what did they teach us in biology? Symbiotic, right?
Yes, symbiotic.
Yes, symbiotic relationship, not parasitic relationship that only one person does and the other person dies. Yes, some people are just users. And I was like, when did this behavior get to the church? And if you see the way the guy shouted and said, this is Komodo dragon. This one will devour anybody that come in that part. You understand? Because this one now, because of different experiences and we tend to get it wrong in that because you have experienced this person bad, you have experienced this person bad, you now get a good person. But because of you are approaching that person with the experiences of those
from the other people,
you now bottle this one. You
are now living in assumptions
that everybody's the same. God still has sons. God still has daughters.
And when it comes to this thing you just said, right? This assumption that, especially women fools always say all men are the same, all men are the same. Truly, you're right. All men are the same. We are all men.
Yeah, the best of men are still men.
The best of men is still a man. The best of every man is still a man. All men are the same. But our values, our interests, our mentality is what differentiates us. Now, when you set your own priorities as a person, right, it gives you direction, it gives you vision, it gives you understanding of where you are going, where you are, where you want to be. You cannot get anything outside of yourself. The energy you emanate is what you attract.
Yes. You can't give
people don't agree with this, but it's the truth. Within yourself, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know what you really want. Talk more of your need. You cannot tell the kind of mindset you have. You've not defined your mindset, your ideology, you've not defined it yourself. And you're looking for God knows what. Because to me, if you don't know who you are, you cannot know what you're looking for.
If you are not found yourself.
If you don't find yourself, when you find yourself, that's when you know what you need, then you start looking for it.
So that you know people that are aligned with those people.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's bring it down to relationship now. As a person, okay, I've tried my best to streamline my mind, get what I need right, focus my energy on one thing. I already know what I'm looking for. And if I see somebody in that path, I identify immediately. I don't need to spend one full day with you before I know the kind of person you are. Just in a few minutes or almost 1 hour of conversation, I already know who you are to a reasonable extent. So from that moment, I already know if I can really flow with this person. And that's because I know who I am and I know what I need, not what I want. Because wants are necessities. Wants are desires, or needs are necessities that you cannot do without. You ask a woman, what do you want in a man? She'll tell you, I want it tall, dark, rich, you give all. Then ask them, what do you need in a man? They will tell you the same thing they told you in the wants.
I want to share something about that. I think I was in a stalking stage with a lady some time ago, and so I talked to her. This is the reason why me as the time when people are dating, I did not date. Now I'm coming for marriages and this. And she said, "You are not the kind of man I want." And I looked at her. I said, "You said you are not the kind of woman I want, or you are the kind of woman I need." You understand? There's difference between wants and need. And that's why some women keep missing it, or some ladies keep missing it.
Always.
Your needs are in those purposes. True, what to make you succeed in life. You understand? A want, a tall.
They're just desires that you can do without.
Yes, and need is what makes you succeed.
And the major problem is, you see that want now is what, like you said, that is where they keep missing, because what you need might not be contained in the container.
In that want.
Do you understand? You might see a tall, handsome, rich, but what he carries is not what you need to succeed in life.
In your
but because he suits your physical description, you push it.
Your want is going to massacre, and in the need, you need what the journey is supposed to take you to Lagos. But because you are blinded by want, your want is packaged, is looking very good, like that apple that if they say eat me, and you carry the want, and you now end up in, you're like, I'm not supposed to go here. But how did that end up here? But you were distracted by want. So the need may not look like it. It may not look like it. And sometimes, you understand, you may still get your need and your want. Because God is still very, very capable of giving you your want and your need.
And most times, right? This thing you just said now, getting your need and your want, let's use a person in the same person. Most times, it doesn't even look like it. You might meet somebody who suits your physical description, but you feel like this person mentally, spiritually, emotionally does not really suit. Sometimes it's an avenue for you to. Some of them, they've been positioned in a way that you can build them into that thing. Some people can be reconfigured. They are as much as it sounds unbelievable. There are some of us that are still, even at a mature age, some of us are still like a blank check that can be rewritten.
Now that is where the place of learning comes in. Yeah, when the person is open to learn. Because you can't actually work on somebody that is not open to learn.
That's true.
You understand? So and in that relationship, when you see people who are, relationship is about intentional people.
True.
You understand? Who are being intentional about that relationship. They are committed to make that relationship work. Relationship is about two people trying to outdo each other. Because, like you said, you are pouring. Only one person is pouring. That other person will be empty. But in a case where, as I'm pouring, this person is pouring. Now, today this person did this to me. Okay, tomorrow, I'm finding I'm going to do my own surprise. You understand? Now you are seeing that intentionality in your partner, and you are happy. I will give an instance. Me and my wife, we shared the same birthday. So during that period, our mother was admitted. So she was always traveling, and so during that period also, I already got her birthday things ready and all those things. So on the day, I know that she was not around. She was traveling to Nasarawa and coming back. She said that weekend she's coming so that she will do birthday with me. So I think around 5 a.m. and I brought her birthday gift I gave to her. Like, she was surprised. You had time and all these things. So she was just happy. So me, I knew she was busy, but I was always ready to banter her that even me in my own business, I still found time. In my mind, I was like, I still found time to do this thing for you. I said I will allow the day reach like 3 o'clock so that I will use it and be teasing her. So and I saw some set of people with this with Yan, my sworn enemy. They now came with surprise. Me and even only me and her brought things that I was like, it just made all the gift I gave to her very little. You understand? So you see that even in that busy state, how she still finds
reciprocated energy.
You understand? To do those things. Okay, now I think my co-host Mrs. Lovely, see how she took time to organize everything to do the birthday for her husband. He did not know that they were doing surprise me. I went to go and pick him, and we were talking about intentional partners and all these things. And he just went and he saw the surprise. So it's about two people trying to outdo each other.
intentional about everything.
I was watching something online yesterday. They said how ladies lose their relationship. I think she kept her phone. Where I started watching it from, she kept her phone and she was like, if he doesn't call me, I will not call her. But if he doesn't call me, I will not call him. Then she picked up her phone. He still hasn't called me. Her friend was telling her, don't call him. If he doesn't call you, don't call him. And she was absorbing what the friend was saying. She didn't want to call the guy who her. Then it now drew my mind back to something I heard sometime and experienced. You know, some ladies are so entitled that in the morning, maybe if you're this person that you're used to calling your friend, your fiancé in the morning, and then they are used to it, any morning you don't call them. For example, you call them by 6 or 7 a.m. and you don't call at that time. They might call you by 9, and then the next thing there is, so you didn't call me this morning, why didn't you call me? So I did that to me. I said, if you don't see my call, it's very well it's written that I must call. I decided that I'm going to be calling you every morning. If you don't see my call, already any intentional person will want to make it like a competition. She might want to call you first every morning before you even call her. But now, some people will
still find out, oh, this person did not call me today.
Want to know why?
Yeah, why? Are you okay?
And they won't even take that long. Because there's a way the mind is put. If I keep calling you by 7 a.m. every morning for 6 months, in short, 3 months, once it gets to 7 a.m., something in your subconscious mind will be expecting my call. So you start feeling uneasy. There's this unrest in you until you receive that call. So when you start having that feeling, the person can't even wait till like 9 or 10. The person will keep, how are you this morning?
Are you okay?
You've not called me. I'm like, okay, this. But the person will sit back and they'll start picking offense. Like, you've not called me. Is it your right to be called? It's not your right to be called. Calling you is a decision I made that I feel you should reciprocate. I don't need to tell you. You see, the best way for a relationship or marriage to work, I feel, I'm not married. But this is how I want to build my relationship into a marriage. It must be mutual. There's a place for what a man will do, there's a place for what a woman will do. But you see, emotionally, it must be very mutual. We must invest in each other. We must always reciprocate that energy. Sometimes I might be emotionally down. I need you. But other times you are down, you need me. So you just don't expect me pouring out my emotion on you just because you are the woman. Why? Don't I have needs? Am I not a human being? I have blood and water in my vein. And I have feelings too. So
that's what
you see that number one, and some men, let me not be on the women's side, some men also have that sense of entitlement. You are not supposed to be entitled to anything as a human being. The only thing you are entitled to is nothing. Because nobody owes you anything. Anything anybody does for you is a decision.
And see everything
as a privilege. And that's why I say nobody owes you anything.
You tend to appreciate more. You know, when you are entitled to things, you know, that thing is, I think, as we in Nigeria, you know, it's part of us, that entitlement.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know what's happening. You know, we should try as much as possible as we should approach life without entitlement. See every act that anybody does to you as a privilege and appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And be ready to reciprocate if you can.
And when you will see people, okay, somebody give you, somebody said, I earn 50,000 in a month and I give you 5,000 naira. I've given you how many days worth of my work. You can divide 50,000 by 26 days. That's somebody do that calculation for me. 50,000 by 26 days. There's some people that do 26 days, some people do 25 days.
It depends on how they.
Yeah. 50,000 divided by
50,000 divided by 26.
26.
1,923.
That is, somebody has taken, somebody give you 5,000. How many days is that? That is around 5 days
of their work.
Energy of their work. 5 days. Somebody went to work for 5 days for you. You know, and you know, one thing again, we have a problem in this country, is problem of numbers. Nigeria have a number problem. You see something, somebody say, this house is 20 billion. Do you know what is 20 billion? They did operation for somebody, eye operation, 20 million. I was like, why do people like us spending money like this? Money is just, we have a number problem, and that's why we don't appreciate. We tend to just inflate figures. True. And that's why we don't appreciate something. You understand? Because if you start to do calculation and discover that 5,000 means 5 days of somebody waking up in the morning.
5 days of
yes,
their job is from 7 a.m. to 5. That is 5 days of 7 a.m. to 5. How many hours?
You understand? And coming back, that is 5 days the person has dedicated to you. And if also in this country, if we take numbers seriously, our leaders will not be treating us the way we are. Because if somebody is still a billion, and you are spending 100,000 every day, it will take you up to 27 years to finish 1 billion. And somebody stole how many billion in 6 months? That is 27 years times 86. But we don't do that calculation, and that's why small thing like this, 20 billion, we don't see it as.
We don't really know the weight.
The weight.
We don't know the weight.
We don't know the
we just sum it up.
If everybody sit down and just calculate the years politicians have taken from us, we will be serious. If we sit down and do calculation and know the impact of what a leader does to you, every leader
impact he has.
When we were in secondary school, before we finished secondary school, we saw Yar'Adua and Jonathan. Jonathan and Yar'Adua saw us throughout secondary school, I think.
Yeah.
We left this day. We saw one has taken 8 years. Imagine Yar'Adua and Jonathan took 8 years. One took 8 years. 16. This guy is taking how many years? So imagine you are combining those years together. Do you know what a leader is taking from those years? Do you know the impact?
There's this thing.
Do you know
there's this thing with Nigerians and overlooking things. We see things from the top. We don't want to look deep into what it means. We don't want to analyze issues. We don't want to delve into things and really pick out every pin out of it.
Misplaced priorities.
Misplaced to the extreme.
We have misplaced priorities, and I really wish, when you look at the youth and you say, okay, well, there is future. But you look at somebody said, believe in Nigeria. Now you are believing in Nigeria, and then you see the thought process of the people you are trusting to vote.
The mindset.
You just know that you are cooked.
The
we are
mindset
cooked as a country.
We
are so cooked that we are burnt. It's not a no, it's not. See, it's just the reality. You look at imagine a youth say that
if you cannot think right, you cannot act right.
A youth is saying that this government is solving fake life problem. Imagine where is the fake life? That is the fake. Now you see, some people are angry at the little success we have. So they are happy that a government has come to bring hardship, to pull everybody down, so that you'll be in the same level with them. Look at you now. Will you trust that person to vote right? Will you trust that person to vote right? That's where Nigeria is like. He's like fake. Now, okay, the president the other day was saying that he has a friend that was driving Rolls Royce. Now his friend is driving Honda. So when I say, okay, people that are driving Honda, that means they don't have money. So people that have the camera will be trekking. Is that a good sign that under you?
Is that a good testimony?
A good testimony that under you people are going back. So it's not that people don't want to stay in Nigeria, but you look at the thought process of some people like, this person, if I trust my future in this person's hand. Somebody saw a second class upper, civil engineering, you don't have a job. You are squatting with somebody and you voted Buhari twice. And we're like, this guy has nothing to offer Nigeria. Then you have opportunity to vote again. Now say you are choosing the person that didn't have any plan. The only thing he said was, people started clapping. And I say, town hall, different. People started clapping. He now said, I will reduce the purchasing power.
He already said he was going to do
it. That bracket. The fact that you said that you are voting for, as a young person that finished school, you got second class offer, civil engineering. If Nigeria is good, will you be in that level?
Another thing we suffer in this country is, like I said before, we don't think aright, so we cannot act aright. Now, we don't analyze things. This statement was made that purchasing power
I will reduce.
will be reduced. Now, let us.
And people clap though.
No, that's what
People clap
I'm saying
though.
now. Let us open that statement. It's a word. It's a statement. Now open it. If you want to reduce something, let us use the layman example. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this chair, 5 pillows, and I say these pillows are much on this chair. I want to reduce it. I will take this away. If I'm not satisfied, I will take this away. I'm not satisfied. Until I get to where I want to. Now taking them away, what happens to this chair? The pillows on this chair are reducing, and the chair is becoming open, and because this pillow beautifies the chair is looking open, empty, and anyhow. So he said he was going to take away your purchasing power. What gives you purchasing power? What gives you power to purchase? Money. He told us point blank that he was going to take away money from us. In other words, we are going to make paupers of the citizens of this country.
And make sure that your currency doesn't have value.
He said, no, you see, for me, it was like during the past president. Well, I said, well, he's the most honest president this country ever had. He said he was bringing in change, and he brought it. But we were so gullible not to ask if it was a positive change or a negative change.
Yeah, I knew that. Till then, Wari had nothing to offer Nigeria.
No, he had something to offer. He did. Yeah, look how I'm coming from. He said
from top to bottom. I'm somebody.
What was he said?
Don't take words lightly.
I don't take words lightly.
So when he said from top to bottom, Nigeria was fast growing economy before he came in. Nigeria now is the poverty capital from top to bottom. Like even in Africa, we don't have enough. It's only numbers we have.
He said he was bringing change, but we didn't care to know if it was a positive or a negative change.
There was actually some prophetic things that was happening in that period. People were trekking and they were telling us our future. That in this region we will trek. Yes, sir. People were trekking.
We've seen it all daily.
Yes, sir.
But we are here, we didn't know that.
Somebody did not even enter office to say, okay, let's see, just say, okay, and do something. Turn the country upside down.
He already said what he was going to do. When it was, I didn't know what he was saying.
Now, okay. For youths that are coming up now, life is hard. House rent is just increasing rapidly, and there is no regulation to check it. And you ask yourself, how much are people earning? The average salary in Nigeria currently, in any people that like, the private sectors are the one actually helping the economy. Like if you go to sales, like the market now, let's just say the average is 50,000. Now in the 50,000, there is no place in Abuja now that you want to go out that you don't spend 4,000 naira as average going and coming back. Now, if somebody spend 4,000 naira times 26 days, can somebody do that calculation for me? 4,000
26.
4,000 times 26. So how are people surviving? You are earning 50. So how are they surviving?
You're earning 50,000 naira
and
you're spending 4,000 naira
every day. So that means people must steal.
What else do you want them to do?
People must steal. Now somebody was like, people that are finishing service now, they won't go and start anywhere because he said if you want to go and rent a house, even if you even have the money to go and rent, say go and price 40. Okay.
Then how much was Candid?
Then after I price, say go and price furniture.
You are going.
I remember when I was buying gas. When I was buying gas, then I was buying gas. We're buying 6 kg for 6,000 naira. 6,000, 6 kg. Now 6 kg is around 15 to 19,000. If we see it though, I should know. 6 kg is around 30,000 or 20,000 or something like that, because 3 kg is around 15,000. That 3 kg that somebody they will beg you, will be pricing the 3,000.
the situation.
What
My
student, how
plight,
much was student debt?
my
How much
plight,
was student
do you know
debt?
my plight in all of these things? My plight in all of these things, my pain is that Nigeria is too blessed to suffer with us.
And again, we are too dormant. And let's say, we are too comfortable.
We have this
That's-
adaptive feature
yes.
that is key.
And it's
They will do what they want to do.
it's a bad.
They will do what they want to do and allow us react. At the back of
This
their
guy,
head, like,
this
don't
way,
worry,
this
don't
way,
worry.
that's
Within
where
1 month,
These
this
people,
will normalize.
these people
And
don't
when you
see
look
it.
at it within 1 month and 2, it will
See
normalize.
rice went to over 100,000.
We will shout and shout and shout.
Citizens,
Within 1 or 2
they're not
months, everybody will
contributing
relax.
to feed people during Christmas. So what is now the government doing about it?
Yes, sir.
During our parents' time, life was easy. Now a youth now cannot finish school, do serve, and then come and rent house. You understand? Now the one single room that the toilet is outside, in some places is 150 now. One single room that they share toilet outside is 150. In some places is 150. That price before you get very sweet self-con. Okay, three bedroom. They have 3 bedroom. You understand? Then at least I know when things became very bad, you can get sweet self-con for 150. Sweet one. Now we are seeing self-con for 600. Yeah, there's one for 1 million. Self.
No, according to you.
You understand? You can. Where? How much are people earning? We need to really talk about
the cost of living. The cost of living want to take
keep
take the living out of the land of the living.
Where are we going? When will enough be enough for us as Nigerians?
Until everybody in this country has it up to this place. Until we take away that adaptive future, we will continue this way.
When over 30,
I can beat my chest and say Nigeria is the most blessed country on the surface of the earth. There is no mineral resources. There is scarcely any mineral resources that we don't have.
Okay.
If Nigeria decides today to leave oil and survive on agriculture as a nation, we will still be rich. If we decide to do mineral resources without oil, we will be rich. If we decide to do sports alone, we will be rich. If we decide to do entertainment alone, we are just too blessed. But by our own self and our collective effort, we are turning our blessing into a curse.
The white men are coming here. You think they are stupid? They are not stupid now. Nigeria is blessed. The way you said, we are blessed. It's just that we have leaders that are wicked.
We have wicked leaders. Let me digress. We have wicked leaders. And truth be told, the leaders have their fault in all of this. But you see, we, the citizens, we blah, blah, blah. I would even say it is a 40-60 scenario. The 60% comes to the citizens. They've reduced fuel price, yeah? I was heading to a house on the rock from Dubai. When fuel was 1,000 plus, I used to enter house on the rock. I also entered from Dubai to house on the rock for 500. When fuel came down to 888, right? I entered the car. I didn't want to ask the price. Obviously, I know how they think. Anything that goes up in Nigeria, whatever goes up, law of gravity does not bring it down. It only takes God. I want to go to house on the rock. I gave the driver. It took me to 7. How? The fuel that you're shouting about has been reduced over 200 plus. Now you are now increasing. Do you understand? We are wicked to our own selves. Our mindset is corrupt. You see this corruption, it has eaten deep into this country. From the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. And until our mindset is raised and reshaped, we have a long way to go. Even if we have the best of leaders to do, that cannot correct the mindset of average Nigeria, we will still bring our own selves.
We need a total reset.
It is a complete reset. A complete reform.
And we need to go to therapy.
It's a complete reform. An average Nigerian will never do the right thing.
It's actually easy to do the wrong thing.
Do you understand? An average Nigerian will just tell everybody, let us stay in line. Just tell people, stay in line and let us connect this water. Before you know, 2 people are shouting in line. Why?
Well, this life for me, Even ShopRite.
Do you get?
You go to ShopRite, you are not seeing anybody, but people are there.
There's a way you coordinate yourself as a person.
My brother, go and buy and come back and stay on the line.
You get?
You understand?
The mindset
I know
is
most
just
of us,
it's just too wrong. We need
No.
to correct our mindset.
our national anthem in this country is it is well.
It is well. It is well. God I beg.
It is well.
The national anthem is God. It is well. Then the pledge is God I
It is
beg.
good that way. God has, like I would say, God has done His best for us as a nation. God will not come to
No, no,
Nigeria
no, no.
and come and change anybody and elect
No,
anybody.
no, no, no.
When we are tired, we have sick.
We know what to do.
We know what
We
to do.
not
Yes.
we know what to
We
do.
know what
Just
to
that.
do. When
We know what to do.
yes, when we are tired, you understand? You know, somebody said you push Nigeria to the wall, you will dig and pass out. Yes, and you pass.
They will look for a means.
I just pass.
They will look for a means not to
He said
answer.
to fight back, but it will get to a time where it will reach us. We'll be felled up, and that time we know what to do. It has been a very wonderful. It has been a pleasure having you on the show. I would love to do this again. It's really, look at how the discussion took shape. We just moved and that plan. Because I thought it was going to be a battery session. It started.
I still have plans for you. You take it. You started it.
So thank you guys for watching. I will need your comment, and if you actually also want him back, and give us suggestion on what you want us to discuss. And please, every change in this country starts with me and you. If you want to see the Nigeria we hope and dream for, it needs to start from us. God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
God bless us.
Amen.
Nigeria will be
And we need to adopt. We need to adopt something from America. Each time we meet an American citizen, is patriotic. Next year is God bless America. But we like to say
God has taken leave from
whether it takes leave or not, we still have to
So I just don't know what he said. Look at celebrity can just come into Nigeria. It's the only person not in Nigeria.
We are done. Cut, let's cut it.